Some people say this is the best compact vlogging camera. Well, those people would be wrong.
Wow.
Oh snap! New camera in the house. Hi, I'm Ellie. I live on the Gold Coast in Australia. My favourite food is pizza. My stomach is like a bottomless pit. I love riding around on this thing, and I wear socks to bed. In fact, I'm always wearing socks. Yep. All the time. I love filmmaking, and I'm really, really excited about this camera.
You seem really, really excited about this camera.
I am. And today I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about it. What now? Yes, now! So, the Sony ZV1. It looks similar to Sony's RX100 range, but here's what's different about it. A grip, a multi-interface hot shoe, the microphone placement, a 3-inch flip-out screen, a mode button instead of a mode dial, a tally light, a red record light, microphone input, a background defocus button, a product showcase button, and a large record button on top. That was mine. Okay, so let's look at this thing. Let's really take a look at this thing. I don't know what it is or if it's just in Australia, but is it just me or have Cornettos gone downhill? Because this is like, what, the chocolate is definitely not as good quality as before. The ice cream, it's like so fluffy, but not in a good way, like in a way where it's really aerated and you can tell they could have made it creamier. I don't know. What do you guys think? Anyway, right now I'm actually going to test the product showcase button. I don't even have it on right now. And this camera is really good at grabbing things in frame. So if I put it close to the camera and I hide my face, it nabs it immediately. That is so quick. But there's a feature on this camera where basically, I guess it's made in mind for people like beauty vloggers who are always having to do this one to catch focus. Hello. You don't have to do that anymore if you use this button, so let's put it on. See how it goes. So you have to actually stop recording and then turn it on or off and then start recording to use this feature, which is interesting. So I'm okay with that. Because if it works, oh my gosh. What? Oh, that is so insane. Did you ever see a more beautiful waffle cone? Why, yes, I most likely have, because for some reason, Cornettos have gone down in quality. I'm still eating it. So what are we working with? Well, the camera has a 1-inch sensor, which is important for letting light in for better image and video quality. It has a 1.8 aperture and a 20 megapixel Eximo RS CMOS sensor. CMOS? Say. Something that's really fascinating about this camera is that if you hold it sideways or in portrait, it will actually recognize that and the footage on your computer will be portrait ready to go. Or alternatively, you can grab a Sony app,
download this footage straight to your phone through the app and then upload it to Instagram stories, for example. This is so handy for vloggers.
Right now I am blazing down this path and it's very windy. You can tell by my hair. So if the quality of the audio is good, that means this microphone is doing an excellent job. It does have the dead cat windshield thingamajig on top. So I'm really interested to see, because yeah, windy! Found this cool spot. Gonna see if I can ride all that way. Ah! What is this sludge? Gross, Michael. Ah, it's so brown. I don't know if that was a good idea. It's my favorite thing. Flip the screen. Close. It's like, what you doing? Oh, you want me to turn off? Bam. I love that. Also, you can toggle that on or off if you hate that. What are you guys doing? That shot of them all lifting up and flying away was so cool. But then as I was walking away, I just thought, what if all of them decided to attack me at once? That would have been terrifying. What I do like though is how good this autofocus is on my eye. Can you see it's tracking my eyeball the whole time? IAF, that's what they call it. That's a great feature, literally anywhere I move. So fast at catching my eye.
So the autofocus is lightning fast, but if you need to adjust the focus on the fly, you can actually tap the screen to choose where you want to focus. So I can focus there, I can focus behind. I don't know if that looks good on camera, it was like overexposing. The point is, if you need to, you can tap somewhere on screen, which is very handy. Although this camera doesn't have any other touchscreen capabilities.
Oh yeah, Ellie, this is all real awesome and stuff. But man, the lens is just not wide, so it's, you know, I've seen people say this in the lead up to this camera's launch. It's just not a wide lens, so it's just so lame. And honestly, it is quite close to my face. I absolutely admit that. And I have my arm now fully outstretched, and that is my angle. And for me, my arm is tired doing that. Like, just gonna readjust. But the thing is, it's good enough. Like, it does the job. And I think this is nice and up close and personal, am I right? Like, we're having a nice little chat here. And not only that, but if you put a wider lens on this, if you had more of a wide angle, we wouldn't be able to achieve the bokeh soft background look that I think a lot of us want. As a vlogger, personally, I look to cameras that have interchangeable lenses as my preferred option because I want that blurred background. And this camera can do that, but I can fit it in my pocket.
I really need to talk to someone in fashion about the women's small pocket thing. Where are unisex pants, huh? Where's the uni pant? Look, I've got some beef, but I guess that's for another time. Anyway, ordinarily this will fit in your pocket, and as someone who wears pants made for women, I have to put it in my back pocket.
What Sony has managed to pack into this camera for its compact size is actually pretty impressive. Oh my goodness. I have picked the wrong path. There are so many spider webs, guys. And you guys know, I live in Australia, right? Well, everything's after me.
This is important. I just want to note that if you chuck this thing on continuous shooting on high, this is silly fast for taking photos. Listen. What you're seeing, photos, not video.
It's been really interesting reading the reactions to this camera being revealed because so many people are like, I don't care about this camera. I just want the new A7S to come out. That's just really cool because it shows that there's a lot of love out there for Sony. But maybe people are misunderstanding why they're releasing this compact camera. Like, I understand why a lot of people are writing it off because for so many people, they want a camera where they can change the lenses out whenever they need at will and they're super professional. But for a lot of people, They just want to make YouTube videos and they want to vlog and they want it to look professional. But they may not know what they're doing, or they're like me, they kind of know what they're doing, but they just want it to be simple. They just want to pick up their camera and go. Like, I'm not just lazy, I'm busy, right? I'm so time poor, you know? And I just want something that works and looks awesome. The features in this camera, man, super slow-mo, it's incredible. I don't know about you guys, but this footage really takes me places. I feel so calm right now, it's just incredible. I don't think this is going to replace my Sony A7S, and I am a Sony A7S user. I love that thing. But it's definitely going to be my little, like, side one. It's going to be my little, you know, like, you have the two in a Western, it's a standoff, and you're like, bam. What is this analogy? One side's like your trusty one, and you know you got this, and then the other side's like, look, it's definitely not as expensive and fancy and great, but you better believe I know what I'm doing with that camera, and I can do a good job with it. That's what it is.
Choose your character.
For the purposes of that demonstration, you may have noticed that I was actually using the A6400 instead of the A7S. You poor middle child. I was willing to risk your life, you know. But not my A7S, all grown up, out in the world, being a business professional. And you, my little seedling, still growing, blossoming, looking fantastic and so shiny and new. But you, I actually love this thing. But yeah, it's now a middle child. Wow.
This is the Sony grip I've been using for the majority of the video. Oh, if you like Sony product names, you're gonna love this one. It's called the GP VP T2BT. It's almost got what feels like alliteration in there or something. For those of you that get their hands on this thing, if you need to know how to pair it, you have to hold down the T button, which is like the zoom button, and the photo button at the same time to activate the Bluetooth pairing mode on this. When I was trying to pair this, it kind of threw me, so I'm just adding that little tidbit for advice. This has been a really great grip, and I've used a lot of the Sony grips in my time, and this has got to be the best one so far.
Guys, I worked something out. See this awesome new Bluetooth grip thing? Well, because it has no cables, I can use it from wherever I want. I'm just zooming in right now. Right? Zooming out. This is so cool. Like, it's not just a grip. It's a remote. So it's pretty obvious I like this camera a lot, but it's not perfect. If you are used to using cameras that aren't compact, you'll probably notice a difference in battery life. For this, it's about 2 hours on a full charge, which seems really low in comparison to larger cameras, but for what it is, it's pretty good. But you will need to be carrying around at least 3 for a full day's shoot, I would say. I usually carry around 3 or 4 of these, and that gets me pretty much what I need comfortably in a day. I'm used to it, so I'm happy with that, but maybe for some, it might be a little bit shorter than what you'd expect. And also, if you don't know what you're doing at all with cameras, then using this thing on auto mode might even give you not the visual you were expecting. For example, you could get overexposed. So the background behind me is quite bright. I really should be facing a different direction if I want to get like perfect lighting, but I'm happy with what I'm getting right now. I did find that in the middle of the day with bright sun, if you were in the wrong placement under the light, the background would be entirely overexposed. And you can adjust that in the settings, but if you don't know how to do that, then you'll need to learn. Otherwise, you might have some overexposed shots.
There's no longer a mode dial on this camera, but they've replaced it with a mode button. If you press that, you do have all the typical options you'd find on a compact Sony camera.
So right now I have the background defocus or the bokeh button on, and I'm going to turn it off. So now it's meant to be clear. Oh, my hair doesn't want to stay there. Fine, you do you. So right now you can see the trees behind me, you can hear those noisy birds, and I have the background defocus button off. Right now I'm going to turn it on. And now the background is out of focus. I really like this feature, and I think it does a really good job. Like, how's the edges of my hair looking? And then we change it. That's pretty good. This is insane! Oh my gosh. So what's interesting is this camera has a soft skin effect feature. Sony's cameras have in the past been said to look more crisp and sharp than other brands, and that's often an awesome thing. But I guess some people don't love it for vlogging because it shows all your flaws. For me, to be honest, I notice all the bumps and lumps in my skin. So currently I'm using the feature off, and I'm gonna show you the difference and turn it on. Okay, here is the soft skin effect on low. Also, I'm noticing it's really windy around me right now, so I hope the camera's mic is doing an awesome job. Now I have the soft skin effect on medium. What do you guys think? So I guess the question now is this the best vlogging camera? Should you buy this camera for vlogging? Well, to that I say, it's not the gear that makes the vlog. It's the vlog that makes the gear. Well, I really enjoyed vlogging with this camera, and in fact, because I was somewhat limited by not being able to change my lenses and be professional and fancy, I had to really think about what I was gonna do with this review. If you want an all-in-one, then this could be it. There's a lot of features in a compact package. Vlogging might be seen as silly or lame, but vlogging can also be storytelling. So hey, go out and make a vlog, and maybe make it with Sony. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Wow.